Wow, very cool. Hey everybody, this is Ben. Welcome back to Nomad Overland, everybody. I am in a brand new camping store here in Korea, and I've got a ton of B-roll for you, but this place is really, really cool. And there's so much in here that either I haven't seen before in terms of companies, or that it's just the brand value is so much more than what I've seen in other camping stores. Now, that's not to say that other camping stores are bad, because I've done a lot of work with a couple of other companies, and they're great. Don't get me wrong. But there is a little bit of something about this one that is pretty unique. So yeah, let's take a little whirlwind tour here and show you what is here, and then we're gonna step back in with a couple of more specific elements here in the store. If you've been around the channel at all, you know how much I love camp cooking. I mean, it's one of the glorious pleasures of being outdoors, overlanding, car camping. Food always just tastes better. Am I right? It always tastes better when you're out there. And it's one of the many reasons why I absolutely love good quality cookware. Not just something that you can put over a fire and cook with like cast iron, but just the everyday little things that you can pick up. And right behind me, there's a whole shelf, oh my God, a whole shelf dedicated to Sea to Summit, which is a wonderful company. I'll put a link down in the description below for you to go check them out. And if you've never heard of them, then it's a great place to start. But Sea to Summit makes great stuff for just about every budget, and also for any kind of experience. So if you're an ultra lightweight backpacker, for example, then they've got stuff for you. But if you're like me and you jump into the Terracon and weight is no matter, then they've got stuff for me too, which is awesome. And I'm gonna pull something down here just so I can show you up here. This right here, this is the 1.1. Yeah, so even just something like this is the Sea to Summit Sigma Set 1.1. And in here, it's basically got everything that you would want for a solo journey, right? They've got this nice, really well-designed package. I mean, just the package itself holding everything together. But then you've got inside, you have, let me see, you've got your pot, you've got a bowl, you've got a cup. The pot itself is stainless steel, and it's also got this unique anti-slip material on the bottom of the pot, which obviously helps to keep you from having the stuff all slipping around. So it's really, really cool, just something like this. And this great price, it's only 50 bucks. I mean, my God, it's, yeah, it's great. But you can move up from there, depending on your situation, of course. They've got a one person, they've got a two person, and then as you go up into the set, so this is a 2.2, this one right here. This is a Sigma set 2.2, and this has just got, well, the 1.1 but more. So you've got 2 pots, 2 lids, 2 plates, 2 cups, and it's all contained in that one unit. And this one here, for 2 people, this one's only, it's on sale, 94 bucks, 94,000 won. For those of you who are in Korea, I mean, it's a great deal. This is not overly expensive, and Sea to Summit has a great product warranty, but also they've done it right in so many ways. Now, this might be a little bit too heavy if you're ultra backpacking. Okay, that's understandable. However, of course, they do have, right? If you are big into weight, well, they haven't forgotten you either, because this is the Sea to Summit ultra lightweight pot. This is called the Frontier. Now, this is a 2-liter, so if you are going out with a 2-person team, this might be really, really handy for you. It's got the pot and the lid. And the weight on this, 9 ounces. 9 ounces for a 2-liter pot. So they've got the lightweight enthusiast taken care of as well, which is awesome. Okay, and it's not just it's not just pots. They've got pans as well, which is very cool. And this is one thing that I really kind of like. This is a unique product. I don't think it's unique to Sea to Summit per se, but this is a collapsible. It's a collapsible pot. Now, this one here, I think, is not for the stove, if I remember correctly. It might not be. Let's see. This is a 2-liter one. Now, this is 10.5 ounces, so it's weighs a little bit more, but and it's 2.2 liters, so it's a little larger than the other one. But this one here, if you're thinking about room, for example, just kind of managing your space, they have things like this as well. So space-saving collapsible pot, lightweight and reliable hard alloy, strong and durable, and the lid locks into place. So things like that Sea to Summit have great products. And then let's see. Oh, and then this one here is cute too. In terms of, those of you who like your coffee and tea in the morning, this one here is a little collapsible teapot. Again, it's there, and you just pop it open and put the lid on, and there you go. Now, this here you wouldn't be putting this, I don't think, you would be putting this on. Oh, wait, it says no flames past this point on the base, okay? So you can use a little burner, that's fine, but you don't want to have it on really high, because this here is going to melt. So this here is just to keep it warm, maybe just heat the water up just a little bit, and then there you go, you got your nice teapot ready to go, right? Awesome, great stuff. And of course, we cannot do anything, of course, without the cutlery, fork, knife, spoon. They don't have chopsticks, interestingly enough, but that's okay, because you can get that with other stuff. All right, so kitchen's taken care of. Let's go check out other stuff. Follow me. Now, what is camping without accessories? Well, these 2 walls are filled with all the kind of accessories that you might need for your journeys out and about. Now, the one thing that I did want to kind of point out, because this is kind of a near and dear thing to me, is this one right here. It's just a little tiny thing, but this is a head net, so it goes over your hat, covers you up, keeps the mosquitoes off your face. Now, this is great when you're in the middle of the summer and you got lots of mosquitoes, lots of bugs. This can be really, really handy. I used to use things like this up in Northern Ontario when I was way up in Northern Ontario, like north of Wawa, Ontario, way up there. But I was using full body bug suits. And this is just a nice little thing. I think with, you know, a pair of pants like this, where you've got something thicker, you're not going to get mosquitoes go through the pants, but your face might need a little bit more protection. And again, Sea to Summit, they've done it again, as they say, and yeah, fantastic. So little head nets there, and these are really lightweight. This is only 1 ounce for the whole thing, so it'll be lightweight when you're out there. They've got ponchos of various sizes, gloves, clips, ropes, twine, different types of carabiner type material for tensioners for your tents. They've even got a hammock right here, which is totally cool. And this is actually surprisingly cheap. It's only $90 for a hammock. It will hold up to 400 pounds, if you can believe it. So yeah, there's so much here that is just, it's awesome. I love just existing in places like this. Over here, you've got different pillows. So the ones that kind of go around your neck, or the full pillows, and these are the blow-up ones that you can use. So and then you've got dry towels, like the ones that you use for drying off, and then you wring and just let dry. Those sorts of towels there. Ultra light bags. So yeah, wow, I just noticed this, a pocket trowel. This is 87 grams, 3.1 ounces. This is the type of thing that you would want if you were going out and needing to do your business in the woods. This is it right here. Dig a little hole and boop, your business is all done. Cover it all up. So yeah, there's things like that. That's a plastic one. They also have one that is an alloy. So this is a metal one. This is 35. But again, it's only 100 grams, so not too bad. Foldable, lightweight, perfect. Yeah, so much cool stuff in this little corner, but we're not finished yet. Let's go to the next side. Hello everybody, and we're gonna get back to the video in just 1 second, but I wanted to pause just very briefly to ask you to hit the sub button. Now, if you've watched this video and you're halfway through, you're committed, and that's awesome. So why not take it one step further, hit the sub button, and let's push this channel to monetization. As Nate Black says, if you don't ask, it's not gonna happen for you. So I'm asking, let's get subscribed, let's get monetized. And with your help, we can. Thanks very much. Now, back to the video. Now, no matter where you go, whether it's car camping, whether it's wild camping or dispersed camping, or you're just, you know, sleeping in the back of your truck, whatever, you know that having a good sleep is essential to the success on your trip. If you're tired and you're worn out, you're going to be fighting fatigue, and it's not going to be as enjoyable. Well, in this little corner, they've pretty much got everything that you're going to need to get yourself up for a really, really nice sleep. In front of me right here, there are, I can't even count how many air pads they've got set up here for you to check out. This is something that's a really, really nice thing, because a lot of times you go into stores and the air mattresses are rolled up. You don't really get a chance to see what they look like. You don't get a chance to lay down on them. And this place does, which is great. And they've got solo, they've got super single, I guess, and then they've got a couple of inch ones as well. So great ones. And then over here, we've also got Nemo as well, which is a very popular company for bedding as well. And then up behind me here, sleeping bags for pretty much any occasion that you might need. Some of these are actually well rated for wintertime, which is fantastic. This one right here I'm looking at is, this blue one is -25. The one that I use at home is -35, so it's a little bit more, but it's an old Army surplus tent. Heavy as hell, but so warm, so warm. And then varying degrees of bags here as well. So lots of great stuff here for sure. All right, let's go to the next corner. Well, if you've seen any of my YouTube videos already, you know how much I absolutely love the Claymore products. I've got two Claymore lights that I use. One is the Heady 3, which is the little headlight. And then I've also got something that looks like, let's see. I guess it kind of looks like this. It's one of these, it's not exactly this one, but something similar anyway. And Claymore have done a great job on creating really, really high quality lighting. One of the things I like about them is they are IP rated, I think IP5 or IP6. So you don't have to worry too much about being outside and in the rain and potentially getting your light wet. Obviously you want to be careful, but yeah, the Claymore products are, in my opinion, an absolute must-have. Yes, you're going to pay a little bit more for them, but you know, you're paying for quality, and that's really what counts. And one of the things I really like about the Claymore products themselves, I'm just going to use this one here as an example, is that when you open this up, you can actually use this as a battery pack for your sorry, I'm going to do sorry, I can move and you can look. It's okay. Go ahead. Go ahead. Sorry about that. So one of the things that I really like about these Claymore lights is that you can actually plug in USB-A to your battery, to your light, and use this to charge up your phone, for example, or maybe a GoPro battery. So there's a nice little dual purpose with things like this. The other thing about the Claymore that I really like is just how durable and sturdy they are. Like, you could kill somebody with this probably if you really want to do. Please don't. I do not endorse violence against anybody. But if you're interested in seeing the Claymore review, I'll put a link up here for the Heady 3 and the light that I have. I don't remember the name offhand, but I'll leave a link up in the corner somewhere for you to check out, and I highly advise you do that. So there we go. All right, so lights to your heart's degree. And yeah, there we go. Let's go. Let's keep going. So if you know that I love the cooking stuff, you're also going to know that I love the stove stuff, because you just can't have one without the other, in my opinion. And you can see this huge table in front of me. It's got pretty much everything that you're going to need to have a really, really good camping experience. From, you know, just something like this where you've got the very lightweight. Actually, that's really nice too. Oh, yeah. So something just lightweight. If you're one of those ultralight backpackers, these are great. But you've also got things that are much bigger that you can use for an actual car camping setup, perhaps. Something like this, where you put the canister up underneath and it screws in. This is a 5-burner and a nice big space there for either a really big pot, or maybe you want to use one of those almost like a wok sort of thing, and you can put that right there. They are really, really fantastic. And the other thing I just noticed, which is right in front of me here, is this right here. Check this out. I didn't notice this from before, but here is a propane heater. This one's about 200, really nicely designed. And yeah, it looks like you can put the canister in behind here and use that for your tent, or maybe even your rooftop tent if you've got one. So those things are there. Again, precautions, be careful about using these. It is an open flame, so you want to make sure that you understand how to use everything properly. Also, you want to be worried about, not worried, but you want to be aware of CO2 buildup in your tent. So make sure when you're out winter camping, open up the fly a little bit to let air circulation through, so that CO2 buildup can actually disperse and you're not going to fall asleep forever. So yeah, word of warning, little PSA as we're getting into our wintertime camping time. So as I'm behind the counter now, one of the things that I have actually never seen in any camping store here in Korea is a 3-cabinet case filled with various knife products. And that's something, to be quite honest, that is really, really rare. They've got Victorinox, they've got Leatherman products. They even had medical first aid or paramedic scissors in here, which is a really neat little item to see. They've also got fixed blades and folding blades. And one of the things that, for me at least, when I'm out and about, is just the idea that I have something on my hip or in my pocket that I can pull out at a moment's notice. And the other thing that's great about having a setup like this is that when you buy something online, unless you know exactly what you're looking for and you've used that product before, you can't get the feel of the item in your hand. It makes a huge difference, that tactile sensation when you are, pulling the knife out of the sheath or you're unfolding it for the first time. There's something special about that. And although I'm not a huge knife guy, I do enjoy that sort of thing. And I do actually have one of my top rated videos on my channel is actually a knife review by James Brand in the United States. And I'll leave a link up here so you can check that out. It's just a little folding knife. It was one of my first big knife reviews. And I've never done another one actually since then. But seeing the knives up in front on the front counter here, kind of makes me want to spend some money today, maybe make another one. All right, let's go. So the last thing I wanted to highlight here in the store is their boot selection. And it kind of took me back, and made me a little homesick, because this entire wall is Canadian-made Baffin boots. And if you know anything about good boots for the wintertime, Baffin is always in like the top 5 list of products in Canada. And the one thing that really caught my attention, and hopefully I can get these down, I'm not sure. Let me just pull these right here. Oh, there we go. Okay, I got it. All right. So these bad boys right here. Now, these are basically almost like a muckluck. They have that consistency. This isn't a product review or anything, but it's just so nice to see a really high quality winter boot. The winters in Korea here don't get very cold, and certainly we don't have a lot of snow here either. Even in the border areas between North and South Korea, it's really not that bad. But having something like this where you have like an actual honest to God winter boot, yeah, I'm just thrilled with that. So yeah, you can see here, there's all sorts of different types. These are all Canadian made. And if you're looking for a good winter pair of winter boots, then, think about Baffin, think about considering those. Come into the store and do a try on. If you don't know how to fit a boot properly, I would highly recommend making sure you research how to fit a boot properly before you choose your boots. Okay, just a little FYI for you out there. Something I've never done on my channel, how to fit a pair of boots. Oh, actually, no, that's not true. There's a hiking video that I have on how to fit boots and how to choose them. So again, link up at the top. Different video, it's quite a bit older, but I think it's still there, still valuable nonetheless. Okay, there we go. Now, I don't want to take too much longer because there are customers coming in and I don't want to interrupt the day-to-day business operations here. So thank you so much for being here. It was a great pleasure to kind of show you the camping store, and I will definitely be back. Take care, everybody. Thank you very much. Don't forget, hit that sub and the bell for notifications if you have not already done so. That would be a great help.